an endpoint. But here we just need to consider a number for the number of the stairs and steps. And here we have actual thread depth, which most of the times the standard value is 30 centimeters. And below this item, we have this one, which is related to drawings of the phase 2. For example, you want to have numbers for the stairs. For example, thread number 1, number 2, its location. It's for this. And Revit software count these things automatically. So here you can control the numbers. For example, it can start from 1 or whatever you select here. When you control the number of stairs and steps here, and when you are in run, the first item here, when I draw it, it's a stair. I click here. As you can see below the mouse, here I can see the number of razors which are created so far at the left, and the remaining threads, 8, I complete them, and at the end I click, and here finish editing mode. Then I can check the stairs here in 3D view. It's a ready stair made with metal. All parts like treads, fences, railings, and steps, it's completely metal, which is available for you in Revit software. We can edit them. We can change its material from metal to concrete, which step by step I will teach you about them. Okay, next one. With next item, we can draw a spiral stair. It can be a complete round as a circle. When I move the mouse and make the circle bigger, the start and end point move as well, as you can see. Let me have it in 30 centimeter. Then we can draw it like this. And okay. See? Spiral stair, which is ready to use in Revit software. Okay, let's try another one. Here, stair, and next one, which is an arc. Like this, for example. Start point, end point. Let's take a look. It's almost near to the previous one, but the previous one is around the circle. And let's have the next one. L-shaped stair without station, which is ready to use. And we can have some change about the width of the stairs. I change it to 120 or 220. And the treads, I change them to 30. And okay, wait for it to be finished. Okay, see, here it is, L-shaped stair without station. And after that, here, U-shaped stairs, which this one again without station. It seems that our friends who made Revit software, they don't believe in station at all. These ready stairs could be really better if they have stations. And here it is, another shape of stair, as you can see, like this, without station, which all of them are ready stairs, which are available in Revit software, and they're fixed. You just need to have some small changes and not too much edits, but it's necessary to know how to draw the stairs. I mean, drawing the plan of the stair or drawing the stair manually. Guys, there are some special things which you need to know them in stairs. Let me delete these items. Let's have them in this stair. Guys, these two surfaces at the sides of the stair are supports, which in building we have these supports as well for the stairs, which they're going to be metallic. They can be here or not, but when you draw the stairs, you can have a railing and also its type, which we talked about this in ramp. And there are two positions. One of them is stringer. It's like having them at sides or supports, or threads. I change it to threads, then okay to try it, and finished. Let's take a look Here, as you can see, the railings are on the treads, as you can see here. But when I use Ctrl Z, then I change the railing to a stringer and OK. And finish. As you can see, this time the railings are on the supports. They are not on the treads anymore. Okay, when we want to draw a stair manually, we can do these in two different ways. If the shape of your stair is straight and standard, as in a stance, when we want to have a 3-direction stair, first of all we need to consider the number of the treads and the depth of the treads, and then we can have some of the treads in this direction, for example, some of them here, and the rest of them in this direction. It's correct. Ctrl Z, and again like this. Okay, as you can see, the stations automatically will be there. Guys, we call these stations landing in Revit software. But when we delete this landing, or it's not drawn with any reason, how we can connect these two sections with landing? Okay, here we have this landing. When I select it, I select this section, and after that the other section. In this way it will connect these two sections and it creates a landing section. They are also movable. I move this like this, for example, or here I can have shape handle. I can add a tread to it like this, and it might remove a tread from other side to control the number of stairs. But how I can edit its plan? I press A and L on the keyboard to have a line. Then I align these two. Okay, this line and also this one. Now this one as the reference and all of it here. Now the plan of the stair is edited. And here we have a stair like this with this shape. Okay, and when I select it in this section, we can have two other stairs: monolithic stair, which is concrete stairs, and precast stair, which again this one is concrete too, which we can have them. But concrete stairs in Revit software are simple and raw. They don't have treads, and we need to work on these things. We need to consider them. Okay. After that, here, if you want to draw the stairs manually with the first mode, assembled stair, when we want to draw it manually, here in this section we can have this, create sketch. It was possible to have it separately in some versions of the Revit, but not anymore. Here I select it, and as you can see here again, I can have boundary and also razor, same as the ramp. And how it works: we know the number of stairs. I draw a plan. This is going to be the stair. I remove these parts. Then I use razor here as the first step of the stair. It will start from here. Then pick line, and here in offset 0.3, same as 30 centimeters for the treads. Then I start picking. As you can see here, I can see the created razors and also the remaining razors to be able to control the number of them. For example, I can have them here like this. When remaining turn to 0, it shows that drawing is finished. Then I trim these two lines to close it, and okay. And here it is. I drew this stair manually. But is it possible to edit its plan? Yes. Double click on it, and for example here I remove these boundaries. Then I draw something like this from here, like this. Okay. Then I use trim extend. I select this and I connect all of these lines to this boundary line, which is beside of the stair. Like this, and okay. As you can see, we could have this stair in this shape like this, and even the glasses of the railing are bended, they are curved. Okay, what else can be possible? For example, we can remove this and mirror it, then okay, see, it will be like this, really easy. I delete this one, and to be able to control the start and end point of the stairs in the command of the stair, I can use flip to change it. See, each time I use it, it will be changed. Even after finishing, here we can have the flip, same as the ramp, which it can be possible only in 2D views. And if you need, you can use it to flip the direction of the stairs. And this invisible line is according to the view range which you consider it for that view. For example, here 1, 2, 3, 4, it's number 9. Even the railings are here with the Revit line. Here when I increase this range, which I told you how you can do this in previous sessions. Now the cut plan is in 1 and 20. I change it to 180. See, this line is moved. Okay, double click, and you can even change the shape of the treats. I remove this, for example. I put this to razor. This treat, like this, for example. Let me draw an arc here, like this, and another one in this shape. Then I connect these lines, and okay. Okay, this error is because of the stair path. This line of the path should cover the whole path of the stairs. Here you need to consider the path of the stairs clearly. Start from a point and end. Right now it's okay. And we can have these stairs like this. As you can see, this line is not straight like before, it has curve. And many shapes and lines can be possible, and you can have them for your stairs. I delete that and I move down this section. We can have this as a landing, and we can have this razor like this, for example, in this shape. Okay, see, the form of the stair will be like this. So you can draw your stair with many shapes as you like, and you can control them manually. Okay, here I use create by sketch. First I draw a boundary to clear the area of the stair with boundaries. As an instance, we're gonna have a stair with 4 directions. Here I use eraser. Then I draw a line 120. Then pick line. I put this to 30 centimeter, and I need to have 17 steps here. If there are 18, it could be 3 groups, and each group 6 steps. But it has 4 sides, 4 directions, each direction 4 steps, like this. Okay, I move this line, Control Z. I align this with that. I put it here, and another razor line, like this, for example, 120. Again, 30 centimeter. I put the razors here. Okay. And this one here, and I close this with boundaries. Okay, 8 steps are here, and I need to draw 10 more steps here. I use razor, and here 120, here 30. Okay, another razor here, 120. I close this with boundary. It should be boundary, it's razor. I move it here, and another boundary here. Okay, we did it here. Now razor 30 offset, one step and another one and another one. I close this and boundary and close it. And I don't know what it's like this. It says 17 steps remains. It doesn't work correctly. And it's not possible to draw any more step here. Eraser should be here. How we can draw it? We should consider the path for it. The stair path. For example, from here till here, then till here, here and okay. Okay. I need to move and disjoin for this line. They should not be attached to each other. And the problem is that they are attached to each other. I move this line and I delete this and I use razor here. And now this one exactly here, and now it's okay. See, it's ready here, really easy, and you can see that it's completed. And this is our stair. When I change it to concrete, you will see that it's really normal and correct with 4 directions. But here we should have a landing to be able to attach this to the rest of the stairs. When these lines are overlapping, it's not possible to work, so I move this till here to decrease this distance. And as you can see, it's here. The distance is too short and it doesn't recognize it. I move it back a little and now I can draw. So if you want, draw a stair with 4 directions manually, it can be possible like this. Okay, I delete this and these railings are not correct. I will talk about them in their topic. I will tell you how you can have correct railings. I delete these items to have some interesting things. Okay, when you draw the stair, and here in this view, I change this to wireframe to be able to see the lines. See, when it draws the stairs as defaults, the last step is just the razor. It doesn't have the thread. And the reason is that it wants to have the roof as the thread of the last step. When we draw a roof here, and okay, then you will see that here, this side, yeah, it's here. The direction of stair is in this side. I should have the roof here. This is down, 2 down, and here is up. Okay, I put it here in editing mode. This stair is drawn in level 1, and when you are in level 2, you can see down here. Be careful about it to avoid misunderstanding. Here, as you can see, it considers this as the thread for the last step. But it's not good. If you want to have a good work, you have 2 ways. One of them is considering the roof as the thread or drawing and controlling it manually. But is there any way to have thread for the last step? Yes, there is. Here I delete this and stair. We know the number of steps, 18, and the height of each step is almost 18. Okay, and it's depth is 30. I draw the stairs. After drawing, I won't finish it. I select it, and here in construction section, as you can see, end with eraser, and there is a checkbox and it's selected. It's doing it for my stairs. If I deselect it, and here in view, as you can see, the last part of the stair is not razor. Let me change it to assembled. As you can see, here there is no razor, but I need to change the number of steps to make it correct. If I increase it, my stairs won't be till level 2. I change it to 19. See, the height of steps are less because it divides this length to 19 steps, and the height of each stair is less. I need to decrease it. When I change it to 17, as you can see, it will be okay. And each step is 18 centimeter, and it's still here sticked to the floor and leveled with your level. So if you want to have the stairs till the level to end it with the roof, you need to do this. You need to deselect edit razor and decrease the number of steps to be able to solve this problem. Okay, so far we just talked about the way that you should draw the stairs and some controls about the height and having it manually. But there are some more tips which we need to have them.